Hey guys, it's Heather, and I wanted to give you a quick guide to show you how to use KeySearch. It is absolutely my favorite keyword research tool besides Ahrefs. I love Ahrefs, but Ahrefs is either $99 to $179 a month, which obviously that's expensive. And with my discount, KeySearch is only $13.60 a month, and it has some amazing features. So that's what I'm going to be going over right now. And so I'm going to start us out on the keyword research tab. This is obviously what you're going to be using the most. And as you can see right here, this is where you would enter the keyword that you were, thinking about searching for. So let me just do freelance writing for beginners, just for fun, because that's kind of a long tail keyword. And as you can see, there are a ton of keywords that come up, and there's so much information on this page. And wow, this is actually a really good keyword, just to let you know if any of you are writing about freelance writing. So here's the deal. There's a color score that KeySearch uses for how hard a keyword is going to be to rank for on Google. So there's a number, as you can see here. Freelance writing for beginners is a 26. This is considered a light green, so it's fairly easy to rank for. The easiest are light blue, so it'll start with light blue, and that's really easy to rank for. Then this light green, then you'll see this darker green. And let's do this. Let me show you some let me show you some harder ones, and then we'll go back to this one. So we'll just type in freelance writing. So this is when it starts getting harder to rank, because that's a really short phrase. You usually want to do, a long tail keyword phrase like that, freelance writing for beginners. But this one is going to be, this color is kind of like a gold and the yellow. This is going to be medium, kind of moderately hard to rank for. As you can see, the red, it gets, even harder. And then once it starts to get into the 60s or 70s, it's a dark red, and that's really hard to rank for. So you'll see the search trends for your keyword when it's popular, so you can kind of plan when to write about it. You will also see the top pages on Google right here, and there's a wealth of information. So you'll have the domain authority. This is the page authority. I don't really pay much attention to it, but domain authority helps you figure out, hey, can I get on, am I close enough to get on, the front page of Google with these guys, or beat one of them out? So you'll see here that the red blocks mean that yes, it's going to be really hard to rank for this keyword, but there's not a lot of red boxes, but you'll see there's a lot of yellow, and that's moderate. And if you have a lower domain authority, like 10 or something like that, it's going to be hard to beat any of these guys unless your content is super amazing, and it can be. You'll also see here if the people use the keyword in their title. So you'll see Upwork didn't at all, in the description and in the URL. So that's a wealth of information right there, because the weak spots of your competitors, so you can, beef up and make sure that your content is better than theirs. So as you can see, this one is probably not going to be the easiest to rank for, because there's a whole bunch. Unless you're up here in the 50s or something, or 40s, and I would not try to rank for this keyword. But if we go back to freelance writing for beginners, now you'll also see that once you start narrowing down and using long tail keywords, the search volume is going to get lower. So over here, you can see the search volume, the pay per click, the score. This is some really good information. You want to try to do at least 300. 260 wouldn't be bad. I've heard some SEO gurus say it's better to rank high for like 3 keywords that are 90 than not rank at all, if you understand what I'm saying. So even if it has a low search volume, that doesn't mean you can't rank for it. Just usually I try to go around 300 and above. 260 is starting to get low, but this is a really easy keyword. And when you niche down, you know that the people that are using that keyword, they're more narrowed down, and you kind of know their intent when you're searching. When someone is just searching for freelance writing, it's such a broad topic or term that you're not sure what the searcher's intent is. And intent is really important if you're trying to sell products or help, your reader solve a pain point or a problem. So as you can see here, though, look, there's some greens. Like there's a green here. It is possible. Here's an 11 that's really high up on the first page of Google, and look at all this green here. And you'll see, say you decided that you didn't want to write, freelance writing for beginners, and you wanted to narrow it down even more, which you can, freelance writing jobs for beginners. And look at that score right there. That's 1900s, that's a 1900 search volume a month. So that's really, really good. So as you can see, it's just, there's so much information you can get from this page. And if you go further down, you'll see these are other keyword suggestions, which would make good ideas if the one you're picking is too hard to rank for. And these are usually under the related searches section on that first page of Google. So you'll see these are usually those keywords that are there. And, if you type in something like just freelance writing and you're like, man, I just need to get some ideas. This is 699 possible keywords that you can use. I mean, it's amazing. So I know you'll see like the bulk check and save keywords and compare and all that up there. Bulk check is great. However, with KeySearch, you are limited. Like for the starter plan that I have, it's only 200 searches a day. I have never gone above that, but if you go ahead and do the bulk check, you're going to run out of your 200 searches pretty quickly. So yes, you could use that. It helps, but I would refrain because you're going to use up everything. You can save the keywords. You can export them, to a keyword table, PDF. I don't really use the compare, but you can select keywords to compare them. And that's pretty much it for this page, but it's just so much information that if you it's great to search. You need to search your keyword on Google too, but searching it here just gives you a lot of helpful information that you can really drill down on, so that you can try to rank on page 1, because that's everybody's goal. You can also there's a quick difficulty, and you can enter up to 50 keywords, and let's just say grow your blog for fun. See, it came up really quick. Just really quick. And of course, that's a 45, so that's going to be moderately hard to rank for. And then you can see here, there's quite a few reds on that front page of Google. That may not be such a good one to try to rank for. And I'll be honest, when I first started, this is one of those keywords. I would get so frustrated before I had KeySearch. And even when I first started using KeySearch, because I just didn't understand how to do keyword research. And I just couldn't find keywords I could rank for. It was awful. I would get frustrated. I wanted to bang my head against the wall or throw my computer out the window. I'm sure we have all been there. So yes, this was one of the ones I tried to rank for. And as you can see, I probably never ranked for that. And I probably won't rank for that anytime soon until I get more authority. So then you can come over to competitive analysis. I love competitive analysis. You can see the URL metrics for a competitor. And let's just use Elna Kane, because she's a mentor of mine. She's somebody I look up to. And she's also a competitor for me. So let's just look up her information. And you'll see there her DA is a 43. You can see the Alexa ranking. This is the table right here that tells you what each one of these is. So it has some helpful information. A couple other things. You can analyze pages. You can use the backlink checker, which is great because you can see people that have backlinked to me. And heck, there are people that I didn't even know, like, that had linked to me. So that's really nice to find out. So you can do that, and you can see my domain strength is not very big at all. There's only 43 backlinks and 8 referring domains. But this can give you a lot of information for your competitors, so you can see who's linking to them, so that maybe you can see if you can get those links. And I'm really curious to see what this actually is, because yes. Let's see, I love Evernote. And so I must have been linked to in here, which is pretty awesome since I love it so much. Okay, so we'll go back to where I was. I just had to do that. That was fun. So something that was really interesting is rank tracking. And I didn't even know it existed for a while. And you can add a domain, like we're going to write, this is my writer's life for you, but we're going to add Richie Writing, because I don't track it right now. And what you can do is submit it. And then if you have keywords that you want to track, you can put them in here, just one word per line like it says. And it will tell you where you rank. And it'll even see this button that says we found keywords. You can hit it. There it is. It's just me. So I'm going to go ahead and add selected. And you can see, if we go to Richie Writing, obviously it's my own name and I don't even rank. Like, I'm not seen. That's the red. I'm not even seen. So it'll give you an idea of where you are. I can go back to, let's go back to Writer's Life for You, because I'm really working on this. Like, I was on page 1 for a couple different pages recently. So let's see. The one thing here with KeySearch, and I'm going to be honest, this one can be a little bit behind because there are a bunch of these. Okay, Freelancing Hacks, I'm number 7. And that'll show you the rank I was and how I climbed. So I'm number 7 now, so I should be on the front page of Google. And there is another one that I don't see that I was on. It was free freelance writing courses that I was on page 1, and I think I got knocked off. I'm at 11 now. So, see, it's really neat to track. You can just see, I rose 24 points there, but there's a whole bunch that I'm not even seeing really, because freelance writing is quite a competitive niche. But you can get the idea how this works. You can just really track your keywords, which is amazing. But again, just remember that KeySearch can be a little slow to update. So don't be surprised if you find that some of these might be a little bit different. But for the most part, it's really good. Love that. And another favorite part for me is the content assistant. And this is amazing. So what happens is you type in the keyword for your blog article, and then you copy and paste your blog article in here, and it'll show you the average word count for the articles that are on the first page of Google. Like for this keyword, what can I trademark? It's 1,732. And then this has the recommended keywords. It has must keywords and related keywords for a total of 60. And what will happen is when they're yellow, you don't have them in your article, and you should be adding these if at all possible. If this shows up a blue color, those are ones that you actually have included in your article. So some of these may not be the best, or you may find that you don't want to enter them into your article. Like name is kind of generic, but you'll find some good keywords that will help you rank higher on Google. So this is just an amazing, amazing tool. There's just really so much that you can do in KeySearch. It's just amazing. So this is something I love too. So with the Explorer, I typed in Richie Writing, and this will tell you the scores to target. It will tell you shouldn't be trying to rank for keywords, for me, above a 27 for Richie Writing. And I mean, how helpful is that? So that when you're going through here, that doesn't mean you can't write, using keywords that are higher. It's just you're going to have a hard time ranking. Or, so anything where competition is fairly easy and below, then those are the ones you want to target the most. So it'll show your top competitors. Like, I don't know that I necessarily agree with these top competitors, but it's kind of interesting. The LinkedIn.com, of course, Amazon, Pinterest, they're all going to be pretty big. And you can view your competitors as it thinks. Really just KeySearch, I can't rave enough about KeySearch and the important information it can give you to make your blog posts that much better. And it's still thinking. So in the background while we're doing this, and you can probably see, oh, there we go. So you'll see that these are my top competitors. You can use the competitor gap tool, which I have not really used that a whole lot. And I'm not going to go into every feature because we'd be here for the rest of our lives with KeySearch because there's so much good stuff. But you can also export these into a PDF or CSV. So that's pretty awesome. These will show your top referring domains. Ranking distribution. It's just really an amazing tool. YouTube I have not done yet. But YouTube is a fairly recent thing, and if you plan on, I have a YouTube channel, but I'm just starting it. If you plan on starting a YouTube channel, this is a really good place to go and look for keywords specifically for YouTube and how YouTube ranks them. And I don't know enough about the platform to really explain this to you, but it's quite similar to the keyword research tool over here. So those are just some of my favorite tools. Oh, before I forget, I do want to go over Opportunity Finder because this is kind of cool. Look at this. You can enter a keyword. Let's say freelance writing. And you can look for guest posts, forums, or blogs. And what is really cool is you can find websites where you can write guest posts, where you can get links and traffic and exposure. You have forums when you can do the same thing, where you answer questions like Quora and Reddit and some of those where you'll get traffic and exposure. And here, find blogs that, help you locate influencers in your niche so that you can network with them. It's just really great for link building and building relationships with other people in your niche, which is awesome. So if we search for freelance writing guest post, this is all the places that, look, this is a DA of 52. That would be amazing to have backlinks to, right? For us, here are the guidelines. You have a whole pile of places that you have their guidelines and you can guest post for them and, get some links back to your site, which will really help for SEO and help build your domain authority and all that good stuff. So that's another fun thing that I actually have not really used this yet. I learned about it in Stupid Simple SEO, which I would tell anybody to take that class. It's an expensive class, but it is where I finally understood how to do keyword research and do it correctly. So it's going to make me money back hand over fist alone just for that. It's going to make everything back that I invested because I'm finally starting to get found on Google, which is amazing. So I just want to do this quick run through. I am no SEO expert by any means. I have learned a lot in the past, I'd say 6 months, but I'm not an expert. So this is just my view of how some of these tools can help you. And again, I think this is probably my favorite. The keyword research, it really takes the guesswork out of finding keywords that you can actually rank for so that you can get found on Google and find your true tribe of raving fans. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and stick around and read the blog post. You'll find some more good things and some coupons. Like I said, that coupon code for KeySearch. And you'll also find Stupid Simple SEO if that's something in there that you're looking forward to. But I go a little more in depth in the blog article. And this was just meant to just kind of be a quick video to show you the ins and outs of the basic parts of KeySearch. So thanks for stopping by and watching. Until next time, bye.